Good morning students. I am Dr. Tripti Gupta from Shivjyoti Education Group Kota. Welcome to the English class students. Today we are going to take up chapter number 11 from your book First Flight. The chapter The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. Now this story is basically it is a drama, and let us look about first about the author who has written this drama, The Proposal. So students, let us first look about Anton Chekhov. He was born in 1860 in Taganrog, Russia. He obtained a scholarship at the Moscow University Medical School in 1879 and graduated in 1884 as a medical practitioner. He practiced general medicine for about 10 years. Chekhov developed a special relationship with Moscow Art Theatre. He emerged as a mature playwright who influenced the modern theatre a lot. In the plays Uncle Vanya, Three Sisters, Seagull and Cherry Orchard, he mastered the use of understatement, anticlimax and implied emotions. So, this was the style of writing which is been prominently found in his different things which he has created. Now, let us move on to the next our drama, The Proposal. Now, let us first discuss the title of this drama, The Proposal. Now, this proposal which is the title here is basically a marriage proposal. Now, this drama has three characters here which are being plotted in the plot of this drama is basically the drawing room of Stepan Spinock. Now, first let us look about the characters. The first character is Stepan Stepanovich Chubukov. He is a landlord, and his daughter, that is the second character, Natalia Stepanova, and the third character here is Ivan Vasilievich Lomov. He is the neighbor of this family. Okay. Now, these three characters are into a conversation, and this conversation is being taken up into the drawing room of Stepan. Now, let us move further from this plot to this story, and we will take up the complete drama into a summary form here. Now, let us move to here. Ivan Vasilievich Lomov. He is an affluent means rich. Okay. So, he is an affluent neighbor of Stepan Stepanovich. Chubukov comes to propose Chubukov's 25 years old daughter Natalia. On hearing this, Chubukov trembles with ecstasy and goes off balance. Now, here what happens is Chubukov is the father of a 25 years old daughter Natalia, and Ivan, he comes to his house and he proposes, he comes up with a proposal for his daughter, and finding a nice marriage proposal, he was very excited, very happy about finding that Ivan is interested for this marriage with his daughter. Now, out of this, he was really off balance. He just lost his balance out of happiness and excitement, and after that he just asked his daughter to come into and have a chat with Ivan. Now, after this, he then goes inside to call his daughter. Meanwhile, Lomov becomes nervous and awfully apprehensive. See, why he was being very apprehensive? Because he was there to talk about the marriage, and he meanwhile the time period for which he was being alone sitting in the sitting room of the Chibukov's family. So, he was been just thinking of the various aspects of his life, and he was been feeling very nervous and very apprehensive. Lots of anxiety was there before he would, that how he would talk about and how she will take up the marriage proposal, whether she will accept it or not. And this shows a very humorous kind of desperation of Limo about marriage. Now, later on, while he was been thinking over, he felt like that he was into an examination. So, he thinks as if it were an examination for him to propose Natalia. Of course, he reckons she is an excellent housekeeper, well educated and fairly beautiful. So, he finds that Natalia is a perfect candidate, a person whom he can marry, and he was feeling like that he has been sitting there for an examination and he is going to take up that examination, whether it will be accepted or not accepted and how she will react to this marriage proposal. So, and he was been thinking of Natalia as a personality. He found her to be a nice person, as a perfect skilled person who can take care of his house, as well as a good, nicely educated and a fairly beautiful lady. Okay. So, with a proper candidature he was been thinking, then for him it was almost impossible not to marry. Almost impossible not to marry means he was desperate that now this is very high time for him to get married, because he says that he is already 35 years old and he feels that, which is apparently a critical age. Okay, so, he finds that he has a desperate feeling that now at this age he must get settled down and he must get married, so that he can have a fairly settled life for further. Okay. So, secondly, he thinks now he should live a quiet and regular life. So, just to have, with this particular intention in his mind, to have a more settled and stable and a peaceful life further, he wants to get married. Now, with this desperation he has come here to propose Natalia. Now, when Natalia arrives, she is pleasantly surprised to see Ivan Vasilievich after a long time. So, though he is a neighbor to her, but they have not met for quite long time, and she was quite surprised, as well as she was quite happy to see him. Also, she even compliments Vasilievich for looking good in his evening dress. Now, from here we have come to know that Ivan was very formally dressed. He had dressed himself in a very formal manner in an evening coat, and he was even wearing his gloves, and just because he wanted to be more presentable in a manner that he can really come, that he want to give a formal proposal over there to Natalia. And Natalia, finding him nicely dressed in a very smart manner, and she compliments also, she also compliments him. However, he lands in an argument with Natalia over Augean Meadows, a disputed piece of land between their respective properties, in an attempt to propose to her. Now, see what happened here. They started their conversation, and while they were moving ahead with that conversation, somehow they landed into an argument, and that argument was for a piece of land, that is Augean Meadows. Now, this Augean Meadows was the piece of land which was a disputed piece of land between both the neighbors. Now, here, though he was here, actually he did not propose at the first go, and they started the conversation, and that conversation directed towards that argument on that piece of land. As a result, he suffers from an acute palpitation. Palpitation means a state of body where you are very anxious, you have lots of like you feel numbness and you feel anxiety in yourself, that is what is palpitation. And as he was into an argument and he was quite anxious and nervous even previously also before Natalia arrives. So, that continues and he further suffers that even at a further level of acuteness. Okay. Now, hearing their shouts and yells, Chubukov appears on the scene. Now, Natalia's father, he was there behind the scene, so he appears there in between their conversation because he finds that both of them were been shouting and yelling and they were into an argument. He too gets into an argument with Lyumov while taking his daughter's side. Now, here Chubukov, he also gets into that same argument and that same argument continued and he was taking his daughter's Natalia's side and he was been supporting her into that argument. So, that argument moved further rather than being settled by Chubukov, he also landed and he also went inside that argument. Their quarrel takes an ugly turn as both males get personal with mudslinging at each other, bringing their ancestors into the obnoxious brawl. Now, what happened exactly there? That argument actually went further to the next level as a quarrel and they started quarreling, they started mudslinging means they just like we say in Hindi कीचड़ उछालना, like that, now saying abusing or just saying wrong words for one or another family members, like that. Okay. So, and they also brought their ancestors also into their obnoxious brawl. Brawl here means that is the argument and the quarrel. Okay. So, that obnoxious has been a very negative, in a very abusive manner they brought all their aunts and their father, then grandfather, and so all the family members from both the families were being brought into that quarrel and they were being mudslinging each other. So, in this manner that quarrel was being into a very bad shape and they were being fighting in a very bad manner. Chubukov calls Lyumov blind hen, turnip ghost, the villain, the scarecrow, while Natalia calls him rascal, the monster. Now, after this quarrel, Lyumov he leaves the room and when he leaves the room, later on both father and daughter they kept on discussing about that quarrel. They were being just blaming Lyumov for all his mean intentions of getting that piece of land into his ownership, and they were being calling him blind hen, turnip ghost. These are all abusive ways of just he was addressing Lyumov with all these abusing words, and Natalia also, she also abused him as rascal and monster. So, this is how they all landed up in a very negative taste of that conversation. Now, nevertheless, Chubukov expresses his shock that Lyumov dares to make a proposal to his daughter. Now, meanwhile, they were into conversation. Chubukov he comes out with that he expresses that how come Lyumov dare to marry you? How come he is with so ill intentions for the family? How could he dare to come up with a proposal, marriage proposal for you? Now, this news gives Natalia an attack of hysteria. She was altogether, she just came out from the previous conversation and she was very hysteric and she found that what all suddenly has went wrong. Now, she asked her father to bring him back at once. Now, Natalia, finding that Lyumov was there for proposing her for asking her for the marriage proposal. Now this shocked her, and immediately to make the things, to revive the things, she asked her father to call him, bring him back into the house. Now, as Limov he reappears. Okay. So, Natalia admits that Oxian Meadows really are Ivan's and she was wrong. Now, she admits her point and she immediately she surrenders and she said that, see, it is all Oxian Meadows, that was the point of argument basically, and it was really yours. Okay. She wants Limov to propose to her, but she gets into another fight with Natalia for the second time. Now, the intention of Natalia was that if this argument will be settled, probably he will propose her. But what happened? See what happened that Limov, he rather proposing her, he moves on to another argument and another fight with Natalia, and this was the second time there was an argument between both of them. And now the topic of their argument were the dogs. This time it is over the superiority of their hunting dogs, Giss and Squeezer. Now they both were having hunting dogs and they were been arguing on the superiority of these hunting dogs which they had. Ivan collapses from his exhaustion over arguing. Now this argument, earlier also he was facing a palpitation, he was quite anxious and nervous also, and now after this argument, this heated argument landed in such a manner that Limov he just got unconscious out of exhaustion, out of exertion he had in that argument. Both Chubukov and his daughter fear that he has died. Now they both felt like that probably he has died in that complete argument, and they did not felt that he has been unconscious. But however, after a few minutes Limov regains consciousness and Chubukov persuades him to propose to Natalia, and he does. So finally, after some time he regains his consciousness, he comes over, and then at that time he was being quite relaxed, and Chubukov he just motivates him and persuades him that somehow he should come out and propose Natalia, and he does so also. Immediately in that fashion he proposes Natalia. Then Chubukov insists his daughter to accept the proposal with a kiss. Finally, Natalia was also been insisted by his father that you should go ahead to accept the proposal, and finally Natalia, she was also being desperate, but she was not showing that desperation in front of Limov. But then after the insistence from her father, she just goes and she accepts the proposal with a kiss to accept that final proposal. This is how this complete. Immediately following the kiss, the couple gets into another argument. In order to dissuade them from the argument, the poor father Chubukov shouts, "Champagne, champagne." Now, as the proposal was being accepted, immediately after that proposal, another argument started between both of them, and Natalia's father Chubukov, he was finding that this is going even further, and before it moves on to a quarrel, he wanted to pacify the situation, and to do that he just announced, he just shouts in between, and he wanted to celebrate that now they have accepted a marriage proposal, and now they are the would-be's of each other. So he just announced and he shouts, "Champagne, champagne," just to celebrate the moment, and in this manner he diluted that argument in between. So now let us discuss the theme of this complete drama, the farce, the proposal. explores the process of getting married and could be read as a satire on the upper middle class and courtship. Now, see here, farce is such a drama where there is lot of humor and there are like they are not very serious, a bit comic and humorous kind of dramas, then we call it farce. Okay. So, this is also a similar kind of drama where it is a satire, okay, and satire is basically an attack where you want to convey the message on a particular issue from a particular, like here they are been focusing on the way the upper middle class people they get into marriage proposal. And see, in Russia there is a you can find here with at the start of the chapter there is a background being given from of the Russian marriages which have been taking place in the Russian society. Normally in middle class they take up marriage proposals just to enhance their economic status. Okay. So, that is what is also another aspect on which this drama is a satire. Now, the play points out to the struggle to balance the economic necessities of marriage. So, that is what the basic cultural aspect is there in Russia. What the characters themselves actually want? It shows that the desperation for marriage by the characters is nothing but comical. So, the way both the characters Lemov as well as Natalia, they were being desperate about getting married, and this was quite comical and humorous. Normally it does, this type of desperation is not been shown in real life, which you can find here to be very comical. And even we can understand that both the families are equally affluent, then too they were been arguing on a piece of land. So, with all those arguments, maybe they may continue as they were been before the proposal, after the acceptance of the proposal, then too there was the argument which continued, and probably it may continue along with their marriage also. So, that is how it happens, it is been shown in the drama that how these marriage are being taken up. In Russia during Chekhov's era, marriage was a means of economical stability for most people. They married to gain wealth and possessions or to satisfy social pressure. So, this is a part of Russian culture. Now, let us look about some of the characteristics aspects of the three main characters here. Now, students, let us discuss some main characters of this play, that is, first one is Chubukov, the father of Natalia. Chubukov is tremendously well suited to droll paranoid irritation. So, this is basically an argument, and he was also been into the same character, getting into the argument rather than focusing on marriage earlier. And there is a tone in his voice that implies spun emotions. And you can find this happening, that he just got off balance, he was very excited, very happy initially to find that Ivan Lemov has come to propose his daughter and he wants to marry his daughter. A flickering of fear, joy, impulsion and obsession, these all characteristics can be easily found that he was being very impulsively he landed into the argument, and he was been obsessed getting his daughter to be married also. So, he tried a lot that he later on in the drama he tried that Lemov should propose her. Similarly, he was been flickering of fear as well as joy, getting anxious and very joyful, got off balance after that discussion with Lemov. Now, let us move to the next character here. The next character here is the brilliant Natalia here, who is the second important character here. Fortunately, Natalia magnificently shines, standing up to Chubukov's charisma both in person and in character. So, she has been described, she has been given a characteristic of a very nice personality, and as a character also in person she is very nice, and she stands out both the men characters here in the play, and she is very magnificently portrayed in the drama. She imparts a believable depth to the character, moving between exhaustion, exasperation, happiness and harmony with ease. While not exceptionally beautiful, Natalia glows with an inner light in the play. So, she is been very nicely portrayed by the author here as a complete character which was moving with all her exhaustion, and the way she expressed herself, the way she has put all her arguments, and she was been quite happy finding that news. She was been desperate, she showed her desperation, and then too she also showed an harmony with with her father also. Now, so these all aspects could be very nicely seen in her character, and she is exceptionally, not very exceptionally beautiful, though this has been described by the author, but she is a glowing personality with a nice character. So, this is how we have discussed the important characters here in the story.